Welcome back to the channel. I'm Josh. Must Be Nice Adventures. I've got a product review for you today. Bunker Industries sent me this farm jack for some recovery purposes. If you guys watch my channel, you know most of the time I'm traveling solo, so every piece of gear that's going to help me get out of a pinch, I am glad to test out and keep on the rig. Features with this one, it is 48 inches tall from top to bottom. I did turn this piece here that was sticking out. You can use it for like winching scenarios. If you need to go backwards, you can hook that to a tree saver, hook this up to a soft shackle to your back bumper and pull you each direction. So pretty nice for that aspect. Main uses I'm going to use it for, a couple years ago, I was in a pretty sticky situation. I was buried up to my frame in snow, and I did a lot of digging to get underneath the tires. So having this, which I'll demonstrate here in a minute, I can hook to the rim of the tire with some soft shackles, jack up the tire. You can put traction boards underneath, but I'll demonstrate that here in a minute. This thing is very heavy duty, weighs 37 pounds. It's got a 3-ton, 7,000 pound weight rating on it. There is a shear bolt right there. In case you do exceed that limit, it will snap. But instead of talking, I want to demonstrate how this thing works. This also came with a base you can use so you don't sink in sand or mud or whatever your kind of surface you're working on. So that is pretty nice. We're going to go ahead and use it in the driveway while we do this. First use we're going to do is if we're in a bad situation like I was a few years ago, I'm going to get traction board underneath the tire. So I rigged up a couple soft shackles. Make sure you're using some you don't really plan on using on recovery because of the sharp edges on your rim and on the jack. So use something you're not afraid to just keep in your bag for this purpose only. Go ahead and use this plate. Say we're in some soft sand. You want to get this as close to your tire as you can. Then we're just going to raise this up. Get that hooked up onto your soft shackle right there. I've got a 37-inch tire, so I'm kind of running out of real estate, but this will work. Go ahead and lock it in place. Something you want to make sure of too is this is above your tire, because it will rub your rim or your tire if you don't have a setup for that. Put a little pressure on it. Now you want to make sure you are straight up and down. You don't want any left to right movement with the jack when you go to put pressure on this. And then you also want it as close to the tire as you can get it. We've got it rigged up through the rim. And to get it tall enough, I had to use 2 shackles hooked on there. We were ready to jack. This is your release lever. So in the up position, you can use the jack to go up, and then when we get ready to bring it down, we'll go ahead and slap that down to release pressure. And here's another reason why I turn this straight up instead of out, because depending on the situations, this could hit your fenders, or a little later on you'll see when it could hit the body. All right, so now we got this pressurized. You want to make sure you do not put any part of your body above this handle, because these can snap up and hit you. So either stand to the side here, all the way up, let it click, pressure, click, pressure down. I kind of like staying to the side. You can come to the back here and pull this way. Just make sure you're keeping your head out of the way. So now you can see tires off the ground. You can do whatever you need to put traction boards or stack rocks if that's what you're dealing with, which is usually what I do because I do not carry traction boards at the moment. But something like this comes in huge help if you're buried deep, where if you're trying to wedge traction boards or rocks in your tires, you just can't gain traction. A lot better to go straight underneath it. So here is option 1 for use. Okay, now to get this back down, we're going to put pressure on this jack to raise this piece up, and we're going to hit this lever. Always do open-handed. I use that part of my hand. I'm going to hit that open-handed, snap it down, you'll hear that click, and you'll come back down, click, and there's a lot of pressure on this still, so do not put your body in front of this again. And once all of the weight's off, it just falls down. And there you have it, you're back on the ground. So our other option is lifting off a rock slider. Well, benefit for this is it gives you enough droop out of your axle to fix a lot of suspension components that you could not get to otherwise if you're only using the tire method. And of course, I carry a bottle jack, which main purpose is changing tires, so I'll go underneath the axle. But if I had to work on a suspension component where I need that axle drooped, I don't have access to that at the moment. So this farm jack is going to allow me to do that. If you have front or rear bumpers with a good flat surface to put this on, you can use that as well. I do not, so I'm going to go ahead and use my rock slider. It should give me enough surface area so it doesn't slip. Same thing, straight up and down. That's another good example of why I turned this, because this would hit the body if I did not. Same safety factors. Make sure you're out of the way when you're jacking this up. Go nice and slow. Just go up there for now. So you can see I've got a lot more room to work in here. Obviously keep your body out of pinch point areas if this were to fail, but it can at least give you a good chance to either use jack stands or stack something under there where you can work on everything you want to under there. And then the same way to go back down. Put a little pressure, keep your head out of the way, hit your lever, slowly work it back down. And there you have it. There's a few mounting options for this I've seen online. One, it goes right on your spare tire carrier there, which for my case will not work because I have an awning in the tent and it'll go up higher than that. So another option I've seen is here in the back. Let me brighten that up for you. It was here in the back. It goes on top of your roll bar. So that has a mount that clamps up here, and then I can store it right on top of that roll bar. So that is probably the option I'm going to go with, just to keep it up and out of the way. I've seen people put them on top of their tents with some crossbars, or if you just got a roof rack, you can mount it on there, but I don't really want to keep it outside. It is rust proof, so if you wanted to keep it outside the vehicle, it will last quite a while. But I like a nice clean look, so I'm going to look for an inside mounting solution. Well, that's the overview of this farm jack. Huge thanks to Bunker Industries for sending this out to me. I'm always looking for that next item in my recovery gear and tools to take with me. Most of the time I am not traveling with another vehicle in my group. It's just me. So having these items to help you get out of those situations is huge, especially out in the backcountry, mountains, no service, really hard to get to. Having tools like this can really help get you out of those situations. So always looking for that. But overall, very happy with this jack. Very good quality. I'm going to get it mounted in the Jeep and it'll be part of my recovery gear. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.